Now I've completely forgotten what I was going to. Right, no. George Wallace. So George Wallace is the governor of the state of Alabama. Very famous for doing a lot of things, mostly from resisting the civil rights movement, very militantly. He also ran for president in 64, 68, 72, and 76, and played a really important role in reshaping the way the federal government, the two-party system works. Sort of began to move the South from Democratic to Republican, which it is today, the white South. So, Wallace, in his 1963 inaugural address, which is very famous for him saying the following words: segregation today, segregation tomorrow, segregation forever. And this is a line you'll read in history textbooks all over the place. He stood in the schoolhouse door to block the integration of the University of Alabama, all this kind of stuff. Very kind of dramatic figure. In that speech, in which he said segregation now, segregation tomorrow, segregation forever, biggest applause line of his life, the tagline of his life, he mentioned segregation in that speech 4 times, those 3 and one other. He mentioned freedom 24 times. Specifically, freedom from the federal government, because the federal government in Wallace's world and the entire history of Barber County is poised on the hillside with bayonets ready to descend and take away local freedoms. And so that the fact that he's constantly invoking this idea of freedom, that Alabama's a freedom-loving people, and it's really about the freedom from federal government in order to control local policies. And that's kind of the dominant theme of the book. Federal government, local freedom. But then minority people trying to assert, actually they're not a minority. In Barber County, it's a black majority. At least until Great Migrations of the 20th century. So, with that in mind,